they be up against?
Let's light it up!
Wind blade! Is this an answer from this world?
Teamwork is dreamwork!
I see everything! Let's dance!
I'll keep this close. Wind blade!
Adventure time!
A reward on the road.
Hello?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. The Clash is a comprehensive test. Nobody wants to.
Yeah, we heard a
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
What? You? Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. They tried to sneak past me under the. I planted a left hook on the skin. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. I'm not saying I came out complete.
Uh-huh. But for us, even... Mm-hmm. All right.
I'll see you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash, too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is... No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about... I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seem to get on with just about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever, you don't mince your words. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you...
Hi there. Are you here for...
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for home. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd...
This master of yours must...
Famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan, and his skills are You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. He's got to be a grand master to the Ling Shan clan. He
Force this...
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting.
It sure is, but it's extremely...
We're clearly not...
There's a tuition fee?
Of course. This is a grand master.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this... Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the...
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new.
Exactly. It can't hurt. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant
See you in the arena.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just... really average. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
Chink's a village arm wrestling champion, huh? Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they...
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped... Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph.
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are...
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself... It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to... So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah. Also, don't forget to mention that the previous...
Whoa.
Might as well declare him the champion.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually... Right, your registration is complete. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma.
There's another prize, too? Oh,
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole... Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate... So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win. All right, it's showtime!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please...
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
Come on, let's go sign up!
You?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I... So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated that guy.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise.
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I said, so come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there.
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of... You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised... And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure... Well, since everyone sees you, for one thing, we don't want you waste. So, I'm putting you straight through to...
Huh? But we only just started the qualifying.
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level, you...
To be fair...
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for... We're finally here, folks.
The captain seems to have high... Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinal. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well.
All right, that's enough chit.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly... I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest...
Relax. My guy's at the top of his...
Okay,
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right! If you had a vision, you definitely...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your but mine, I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on I've fought and won against vision bearers before.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up?
No, I didn't. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them.
Wow!
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. So don't get too...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated in the third round.
Maybe next time, huh?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. I faltered for but a brief moment. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with... Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Hey there!
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge... Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise I'd never... Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this.
Oh, alright then.
Thanks, I'll do...
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe...
You gave an outstanding performance. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind. And it could have... But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is... In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But...
He's right. But I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round.
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily... As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious... What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really...
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. But I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the land. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when... However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in... Now that we're alone, let me cut. You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say, if I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not... Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind, and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds,
my humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it...
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let's test...
Blade!
Everyone hold hands!
With the wind!
Hey!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own?
I desire to know what meaning and what influences the god's decision to My apologies. You must for allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways. I am willing to answer. So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this get in the outset. Supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the ride and...
She sounds less like an archon and more like a...
As far as I know, she is an archon that pursues eternity. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within. It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma...
Sounds a lot like something...
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, if you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answer. Ah, the time for your match.
Oh, right!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the crux. We've seen many exciting battles today, and now I'd like to introduce our first combatant. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the
Wow!
I've been waiting for.
I'm sure everyone witnessed his, but today's final round will show. As for our other combatant... Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous... Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! They've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up...
Wait a moment. Something doesn't... Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to...
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to...
Well, if you insist. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island.
Come with me. I can sense the...
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly.
No escape. Can't run from death.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Wind blade!
The hunter becomes the hunt.
You caught up with me? How is that possible?
I had even prepared a boat to ensure quick getaway.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch—
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how— Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laugh. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire
Fine! Fine! I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of
Aha! So you were supposed to be our—
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you— After watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up. After all I went through to get it? I think not. Really? Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty—
Huh? You're not—
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match. And it seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot—
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Yeah. Here's something special.
Let the show begin.
I'll have my revenge, eventually.
No, no. Do what you want, but—
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Put down the vision and leave. I've
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is—
No need for that. Thank you for releasing.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it.
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible. From the moment he stole the vision, I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing— Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if—
The vision didn't seem to respond.
I see. So, no matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenchukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that all, but as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Do not let my feelings trouble you, but thank you.
A reward on the road.
If you're looking for the captain, it seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time. Captain Beto was muttering something.
It's not a...
But still, Captain Beto was...
The one who stole the vision was a... He knew he stood no chance of... In which case, the Crux...
Huh? So that's... If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he...
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but...
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes.
Yes, I believe so. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. In fact, the relentless rain and...
Hold on a second. You're saying she can...
Let us not forget that this is what... Suffice it to say that if you wish... In the meantime...
Paimon believes you'll...
Thank you. May both... One final word of warning.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. Now that I think about it...
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? Oh, is that right? The fleet is nearly completed. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you.
Seems Beidou is the captain.
Of course.
So you'll be heading off then? Weather the journey before until we meet again. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you and...
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma?
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid...
Okay, thanks for...
Just following orders.
Ad Astra Abyss... Ad Astra Abyssos.
Leo's really got a lot going for it.
All clear as far as the eye can see.
Ah, you finally... All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered... We set sail for the land...
Anchors away!
Ahoy there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around. Oh, the fleet was fully up to the challenge. Now then, let me introduce everyone. Toma, these two.
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems.
Toma's resided on Rito. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma.
No.
Good.
All right.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to.
Pharisees!
Now then, first things first. So we have to play by the rules.
Hello? Please state your name. You must be... Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Currently, only members... My apologies, but...
Here are their entry papers.
What?
I see.
So...
The Outlander Affairs, they only check...
Sheesh.
Well, as the word suggests, not even on Rito, where they... Now, let's head up. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
You've completed.
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be
2 million?
That's right. 1 million per applicant.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning.
Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to...
But as this is just a processing fee...
That's not how you haggle! By
all right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma.
Much...
She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as... the way some here at the agency, so when the day...
Then they'll milk...
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but what the most that that's how the inner...
So it's a trade?
Yep. And essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills. I see. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all... I was going to say...
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Really?
Connections come at a... No, in fact, I like to do things in a way that...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors.
What? Here's the situation. Recently, things seem... The head of the association is... Why in the world can't I use my permit?
Huh? Hello there. Ah, good.
We heard the association...
Yes.
The Sakoku...
But it's not the root cause. No. Those Mora grub...
Oh.
That's right. They just issued a new...
Crystal...
Eventually. So, in order to... But then we found we... Now... Exactly. It's a vicious cycle. The But this is a nation...
Sounds... What do you think we should do?
I've actually done business with him. Hey, if I remember.
Got it! We're...
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. Trade secret.
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? They're wasting their time.
Hey, what's your...
Get out of here. Go on.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Actually, we're having a little...
No? Oh, getting you to go fixing things when... Oh, that guy? He used to be a bit... I can only assume he must have found... Yes. Couldn't you tell when you... That's right. When Inizuma closed... The international trade...
So he left the...
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe...
Really?
Well then, it sounds like...
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time... Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Oh, my hometown.
Oh, it's...
Huh? What is this?
Just close your eyes already.
You mean the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns.
This guy has a really
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean... the folks from... Often, I'll sneak... I've run into folks...
well...
So, I caved. Those. All right.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them.
Come on.
It's a scheme by the tax collector. They start by overtax. Once the merchants run out of place.
It's just.
I'm their puppet. Yes. Evidence. Now that I think of as it happens.
Really?
Keijiro!
After him!
Love for freedom.
If you want to taste Mondstadt's great wines, then look no further than Sailing Green! Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line.
He's getting further and further away!
What was that?
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
What could he be doing at a...
It looked like he bared... Whoa, it's boring! Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes!
Great!
Huh? I...
Huh.
But we really don't have...
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no... And who are you?
It just so happened...
Huh? Is the... You've been swindling us!
Well,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look... So, Mr. King...
So...
Word has it that...
Huh? Is that...
No, not...
well, even...
I believe you still have perhaps that...
Is that it? And not even...
So that's it? Come on, Harrison. I'm sick of Harrison.
Hey, what's all this racket?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion?
Oh,
A helping hand.
Oh, and you seize the merchants.
Uh-oh.
Gentlemen,
who are you supposed to be?
You never heard of the Fixer?
here's my card.
Huh. You're from...
Shh.
Huh. What?
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young... lady, you wouldn't want your name...
That fan. I don't need any...
But, Chief...
Enough!
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. No response.
Thank you so much, Toma.
If nothing else...
Toma?
Shh, shh. No. Corruption seems right. All right. Time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? I belong to the...
So,
Correct. I'm just someone who was...
Seems like
Her fame even some... I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly... You're asking the right... Firstly...
Still pretty...
Inazuma may have... So, when that is...
Change the time...
In the test I gave you, navigating... With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree... That's an unexpected... Yes, of course. Good luck with everything.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Wait! So... Oh, darn it! As soon as we get...
Stop there!
Sorry! Oh.
If you don't have a travel...
Traveler, you gotta think of something. Are you saying? Guess it can't hurt. Who knows?
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be
wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests. Come on.
My sin...
I am Hiragi Shinsuke.
Nice to meet you. So...
All right. Absolutely.
Exactly.
And...
Whoa. Something wrong?
No, Rito is great. One other thing.
Oh, sure. No problem.
Excellent. You must know that...
Yep, we've...
Yes, bring me...
Did...
Then how about...
That sounds much...
700 and...
Hey, what?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous!
Halt, you two!
Huh?
Miss Hiragi has a
Letter? Quick! Let Paimon see! So this means she wants you to seek, but you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on?